Welcome to Drunk on Social, the Symposium, where we help you stay ahead of social media trends, share the latest news, and highlight the strategies that are working to help you grow your business. Now let's join our hosts, Tristan and Jeff, in 3, 2, 1.
Does all this social media knowledge, strategies, and skills from this podcast really matter if you don't use video? The truth is, any presence is better than no presence, but without video, you're really limiting your growth. It's no secret that video is the future of all media. It's where all consumers gravitate, so executing at a higher level than your industry peers is an absolute necessity to create differentiation. You can hire a full-time videographer, but is that really sustainable? The answer is no for many, which is why it is critical that you adopt and learn video skills to allow you to create video that will stand out. Having camera presence, knowing what equipment to use and how to use it, proper lighting, video editing, music and voiceovers, scripting, and many other topics are the reason why Business Video School was created. To teach you how to develop these skills quickly and easily with over-the-top support along the way so that you never feel lost. The Business Video School is a comprehensive video education platform that delivers all of this training, but also creates actual video recipes with instructions and scripts for you to execute relevant content weekly with all of the skills you learn. And it doesn't stop there. Regular video challenges, weekly Q&As, a real estate video roadmap, a community of people learning and experimenting with video, and so much more. Seriously, what are you waiting for? Why wouldn't you join the Business Video School today? Go to www.bizvideoschool.com/open-house and register for the next open house where you'll learn more and get a chance to hear from current students and even ask them questions. That's bizvideoschool.com. Check it out.
Well, this is an awkward way to start this, isn't it? As I'm climbing out of my seat to grab my without pulling my headphones off. Welcome back. We are live, Tristan, to Drunk on Socials, the Symposium, episode number 43. It's not how we always start, but since we're talking about it, Tristan and I were just talking offline about a tripod where you can put the phone in there and then it just adjusts. See that?
That I like.
So you can go up or down. This is like a $15 or $20. This is not even my favorite anymore. I have other ones. I can send you the link, but
send me the link to your favorite one because I'm looking for one that can look at what I'm writing or showcase the journals I have.
Yeah, or what you're cooking.
Or what I'm cooking. You know, I love cooking.
Yes,
so.
yes. Well, yesterday when I shot the video when I was working out and my daughter was playing doctor on me, that camera angle was kind of high.
I noticed that.
Yep. See how that was? Well, welcome, my man. So for those of you, so this is a podcast. It's our 43rd episode, as we just mentioned. It's all about news and strategies and the latest things going on and talking about all kinds of fun stuff, everything around social media. It's our first time live on YouTube.
I'm going on YouTube, all right? I'm checking this out on YouTube, so give me a minute.
Okay, gotcha. Well, Tristan, I figured today we've got 4 or 5 topics that we want to discuss, and the first one that I think we wanted to piggyback off the last episode where we ended talking about the Oculus and how I need to go buy one and how we are going to eventually shift and pivot into a world where we start doing these in the virtual world through an Oculus and start hosting masterminds. So I think you wanted to talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I really want to encourage people to start looking at where the web is heading, where the internet is heading. And that's definitely more in a virtual world where we can interact with each other. And unfortunately, the only way to be able to do that right now is through like a fully immersive one, is through putting on a device on your head, like an Oculus, right? There are other ones like Microsoft's got one, and there's a few other ones out there. And the reason I gravitate to the Oculus is only because it's been around the longest and that it's picked up most of the followers, and they have such a great atmosphere in there that allows you not only to play games, if you like games, some great games, by the way, Joe. And they also allow you to have meetings. And I sent you a TikTok earlier today, Jeff, with somebody having a meeting in there, which is kind of fun, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. It was very cool.
I think that's what we have to start accepting that the world is heading there already. And I don't want it to leave people behind because you decided that that just wasn't for you. And we've seen too much of that. So right now I'm telling you, everyone, go pick up an Oculus. They're $299. That's the cheaper version. There's another version that has a bigger hard drive for $399. It's by Facebook, and it allows you to go into the whole world where we can meet each other in Horizons. That's the most important piece to me. And then you can play video games and see how everything works.
Does that meeting in the Horizons and meeting in the virtual world, does that require, do you have to have more memory or anything for that? Or is that more for gaming?
No, you don't. You don't have, no. It's just a matter of saving games, right? You can save games on there. And that's really what it's about. So I would suggest for everybody to go and do that this weekend. Download one game just to understand how it functions. Go into Horizons, take a look at what that looks like, and then start jumping into possibly having a meeting, interact with people, become friends with them, because that's where social media is going to be. You're talking about groups, right? The thing that really pushes Facebook. Well, groups in the future is going to be Jeff and I jumping in, like I said last time, on Drunk on Social with our Oculus. And we're going to be just talking there. We're going to have our masterminds in there. We're going to see if we're going to run our podcast in there. That's where the world is heading. So that's what I wanted to touch on. And obviously, once Jeff gets his Oculus next week, then we're going to jump in on there.
Correct. Does it come with the straps and everything? Because I see how there's like some upgrades.
Yeah. It comes with, so if you wear glasses, it comes with this little extra section so you can put it on top of your glasses. And then it also comes with the strap so you can hold it on your head. And then it also comes with 2 controllers. So it can kind of detect your hands where they're going. And then also it comes with a controller so you can move around and play games. You've seen people bump into walls on TikTok with it on, right? That's because it feels like you're actually on there. I'm just going to warn people because I've seen people like forget that they're on. I have a feeling that it taps on your fight and flight section of your brain because it feels like you're actually in there. And I've seen people jump, like freak out, and I've seen people fall. So that's all I'm gonna warn you. Be very careful when you put them on. Get used to it. Play a light game, and see if you don't punch people in there because you might end up punching a wall.
Like when a zombie attacks me, you're saying?
Yeah, just be careful.
I got you. You mentioned Facebook. I know you wanted to talk a little bit about Reels real quick. So let's also talk about the hottest potentially performing piece of Facebook, which is their copycat version of a copycat of a copycat.
At this point, everybody's copying each other, right? We'll see where this ends up. The only one that really wasn't copying anybody was Clubhouse. But were they? I don't know. So Reels for Facebook is gaining a lot of traction. And I think it's because they have the most actual users, right? Which is amazing to me. Why they didn't jump on this earlier, I don't know. Right now, it maxes us out at 30 seconds, which is super annoying because Jeff and I make these like 1-minute videos and then we can't post them onto Facebook Reels. And the other part to this is if you're creating it natively from the Facebook app, you can either only have music or you can have the audio, like the original audio. You can't have both, which sucks. It's super dumb. But what they're doing next, so next phase, hopefully at the end of this quarter, meaning before end of March, we're gonna have 60 seconds, which is gonna be great. And you're gonna be able to mix the audio. So bring in the original audio with the music. And that's gonna be super cool. You know what I'd like to see, Jeff, is I'd like to see Facebook maybe even take a different turn on it, because one thing you and I are testing out is rooms, right? We're testing out rooms today. On
the next episode will be in a room, correct?
Which is pretty cool. And I think Facebook has the opportunity to see what they can test out next on Facebook Reels that isn't being tested out on Instagram, that you don't see on TikTok, that you don't see on YouTube Shorts. And I think they tried to get it right with, you remember when Facebook came out with their form of competition to YouTube? They called it Facebook Watch. They wanted you to go on there and watch these shows and maybe watch longer form video. Do you remember that?
Vaguely. Clearly it did not have any, it didn't have any impact. Yeah.
That's why. Well, if they really want to bring in that consumer that watches things longer, they should really take that Reels and then have the exposure, kind of like what they're hinting at with IGTV. Do you remember that? And then they changed the name. I think here's an opportunity to bring in more people to watch longer form content by allowing us to make this long form content into a 1-minute reel. And I hope that they do that because they have the largest audience. And they also have the older demographic, which just sits there and watches stuff.
The wealthiest audience. Yeah.
So, dude, I think they have an opportunity there. Whether or not they take it, I have no
idea.
But I'm excited to...
So what doesn't make sense to me is that Instagram did this exact same thing. They copied TikTok. TikTok continued to evolve it, and Instagram just rolled it out into pieces. You'd think they would just hit the ground running from, 0.5 rather than 0.1. I don't get it. It's like it just doesn't make sense to me. But I guess maybe there's a rhyme or reason, or maybe they just are that far behind TikTok. I don't know.
I think a lot of their focus is really on the metaverse, right? Which is going back to the Oculus. Mm-hmm. I think what's going to happen is they're hoping that they're going to be so far ahead with what they're releasing that nobody's going to catch up, because you need hardware. You need hardware to fully be immersive into where we're going, right? Did you see that Amazon just released Google? Sorry, not Google, because they came up with it before. Amazon glasses?
I've heard that, but that's been a conversation for a while, hasn't it?
They just released it I think 2 weeks ago.
Like the Ray-Bans, like the Facebook Ray-Bans?
Yes, but you can either do real prescription or just see through the glasses. They're not sunglasses. They're regular glasses. So you put them on and you're not like Terminator where I can see like how old you are and who you like, which would be amazing, but it's not. It's just an Alexa device on your head. So it has like a direct audio to your ear, not connected, just from the top. Very simple glasses, and you can just carry them along and say, hey, Alexa, because I know Alexa's going to turn on my thing. Hey, Alexa, tell me the weather. Hey, Alexa, what's this? Hey, hey, make a meeting. Hey, call this person. And it's Alexa, stop. She was telling me a joke. It's crazy.
I think that's so I don't have to open my phone up and type in Google and search anymore, or say pull out my phone, basically.
You know what? Yeah, exactly. And you know why this works? Because you and I both know that Siri is the worst piece of crap AI in existence.
I never use it
because it sucks.
Yeah.
It never works when I say, hey Siri. It's like I can rely on it not working right now. See, nothing picked it up. I knew it. Yeah. It's garbage.
And it does pick up when you don't intend for it to pick up.
It's so true. Did you call me, Jeff? Did you call me?
Yeah. That's how it always works.
Anyway, that's all I got for you, buddy.
Interesting. Well, I think
we only have 4 minutes.
Well, we're going to shift here real quick. We've got a few things we can talk about, and we're going to share. So again, with this podcast, we're sharing like the latest news and some things that we're finding. One of the things that just got published recently was key holidays and celebrations of note for 2022. So go to wherever you're listening to this podcast, and in the show notes or in the caption or wherever, you're going to find links to these articles. And this is a good article. So if you are into social media, you're into building a brand, you're into creating content, this is a great way to do that. To these dumb holidays. And I say that loosely, but it's true. Like, I'm not talking about New Year's and Valentine's and Memorial Day and Christmas and Thanksgiving. I'm talking about, love a tree day, or bike to work day, or find a rainbow day, or stupid stuff like that. It gives you an opportunity when maybe you're struggling to find content, and there's usually like 15 that you can easily dive into. You have something like you're a pizza lover today on February 9th, get content around that. It's just an easy way to stay in front of your audience, create stuff blah, 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 right? On the left, the first option coming up is to invite to a blog. In other words, I believe it's connecting right with your contacts from the app, which is cool. It's just another way. And Tristan, I can vouch for this, and I'm sure most people who use TikTok or share videos laughing and cracking up and it's relatable. I want to share it with my buddy, right? It's just amazing. TikTok is brilliant, as usual. Last thing, Tristan, we talk a lot about Instagram, treating your platforms, your brand, and where you they have another place about how to give your Instagram the best first impression. I'll quickly run through this. Number one, account handle. We've mentioned this a million times. If your account handle is not basically your name or something simple to find, it's going to make it harder for people to find you. So, for example, at one of our loan-ups we had a handle that was Vivian Girl Out. It's like, that's cute, but who the hell is going to know to find it based on that? So stop overthinking it, and even further, all of your social accounts should have the same handle. So that way, when somebody's looking at YouTube and Twitter and TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, and it's so easy to find. Now, you're not always, if you're Tom Smith, you're going to have a harder time doing this, but do a variation of Tom Smith and make it consistent across the platform. Okay. Profile image, make sure you're branding a logo. If you're selling yourself, make sure there's a picture of you, not your freaking dog. Be smart here. You want to be the image of your brand, so make sure it's an image of you. Your bio, Tristan, I think the best thing we can say here is go look at ours. Go look at people who have big influencers and emulate what they've done with your own information. It should be simple, eye-catching, and also when somebody goes to stalk you, they're intrigued. They're like, I want to follow this person, right? And then lastly, there's actually 6 pieces, but I'm going to just stop at the 5th one. Profile link. If you're not putting your website, or you don't have a link tree, or you don't have a beacon, you are totally doing yourself an injustice, because again, you're giving people who want to stalk you, which is what happens when someone likes your content. They click on your profile, they go to look and see a little bit more. And if they're really intrigued, they're going to click a link and they're going to go learn even more. And so I'm not saying you have to go build a website for this. I just did. But if not, you should have a link tree or beacon. If you don't know what that is, go Google it, find out what it is. It's a one-stop shop for people to have access to everything that you have that they can quickly click on and go find it. I think I'll stop.
I love it, dude.
Anything to add about any of that?
You're awesome.
Well, that goes without saying most weeks.
You ready?
Buddy, we'll see you on the other side. I can't wait till we can say I'll see you on the inside in Oculus. Thank you for watching.
Dude. Next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Drunk on Social, the Symposium. We are here to help you take your business to new levels through social media. Make sure to subscribe to get updates on new episodes and come join us on our Drunk on Social Facebook page. And as always, make sure you leave us a great review on your favorite podcast app. Feedback and likes are very much appreciated.